Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. I am Marcus, or Halloween, and with me today, as always, is Magnus. Hey, Magnus.
Hello.
Or Dragonfly. You can also find him as that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So today we start a little bit differently in this episode, because we have a guest with us today. Marcus, hello.
Hello, everyone.
So two Marcuses here now. That will be confusing, but yeah. I think we'll manage.
It's going to be confusing, but we'll see. Yeah.
So Marcus is one of the organizers of the Malmö Game Week that you might have heard about before, and they had the biggest tournament in Star Wars Unlimited in the Nordics last year, which is kind of cool. So it's very exciting to have you here today, Marcus, because you have some news for us, right?
Thank you very much. And yes, exactly. I mean, we're starting to plan Malmö Game Week 2025 now. Mm-hmm. We'll soon release dates and everything, but we can't wait to host a really good tournament to the middle of or end of the summer.
Exactly.
So we decided to do something really nice in end of March.
Yes.
Like a pre-qualifier.
That is super exciting.
Yeah,
very much so.
I guess we're all very excited about that. That's an amazing decision, I would say.
Yeah, totally. But so yeah, once again, welcome here, Marcus. Maybe we should talk a little about who you are. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like game wise? Why Star Wars Unlimited, and what are you in the game world, so to say?
When I moved to Malmö I lived in Malmö for 10 years. After 2 years, I met a guy named Samir, who was very active at the community center Spelens Hus in Malmö, where I joined up and started to play an old TCG game, one of the best, I would say, Vampire Eternal Struggle. And that was the way into the TCG community. And when I heard that they're going to launch a Star Wars game, I mean, who doesn't love the theme Star Wars? And the game structure was a big difference compared like the other big games like Magic and Pokemon and so on. I thought that it could be really cool to be into it from the beginning. So that's how it started. And me as a person, I love to organize stuff. I usually organize more than I can enjoy the game, but that's who I am. So yeah, I really love to build communities and make great events.
That's good to hear.
I mean, I can say from the players' perspective, we're very happy that you organize, so we don't have to do. We can just be happy and play a lot.
The game.
So that's amazing.
Exactly.
I mean, you and me actually we played a lot of Vampire together when we started. That again in Malmö, so that was super fun. But
exactly.
Star Wars is also a very fun game, so I'm very happy that you decided to join us on this amazing journey to play from start. It's always fun to be playing a game from the start. That's true.
Me too.
So this tournament, this tournament we're talking about today is called SWU Malmö Open Qualifier. Can you talk a little bit about that tournament? What we can expect from this tournament?
Exactly. So now the time has passed. We have seen 3 sets released, and we haven't really hosted any events in Skåne. So I thought that, doing a bigger event to build up the expectations and start to get people to get hungry for more tournaments and get ready for Malmö Game Week. That was my initial thoughts. From the beginning, we were offering to use the old casino in Malmö that has just been emptied. So I thought it was pretty cool to use a cool venue like that. But unfortunately, it won't be ready for this event, but for a future event, it will be possible. So yeah, it's going to be a hopefully fully booked event. We have a max cap of 80 players, and it's going to be hosted at Spelens Hus, the community center in Malmö.
And I mean that's quite easy to travel within Malmö. If you can take the train to Malmö, it's super easy to get to Spellenshus. So that's a good venue. It's and there is actually quite nice parking as well, and not expensive, quite good, especially on the weekends.
Exactly. And so during the event, we're gonna this is a community thing, not a store-based thing. We will offering and we will sell some coffee and tea, and we will have snacks and stuff. And then I'm into talking to a restaurant next to the place to see if we can fix like a pizza buffet or something. So everything will be kept very close to the venue. You don't need to travel anywhere. And as you said, if you live in Denmark, Gothenburg, or whatever, it's very easy to travel with train to Malmö and then get to Spellenshus from wherever you will jump off the train or bus.
Yeah. The public transport in Malmö is very well organized, so it's very easy to get there. So it's a good venue place for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
and the direction for the venue and everything is on where you're going to go in and buy your ticket. You will have all the directions and everything there. So yeah.
Of course, we'll put a link in the description for this episode where you can find your purchase, your ticket. So at what date is this tournament?
So the date will be hosted the 29th of March. And we start at 0800 in the morning. We open up the venue and people can come and start to registrate. And then we will start the tournament around 9 o'clock if everything goes on as planned.
Yep. And I guess we'll be using Melee as we should when playing SWU tournaments from now on, I guess.
That's correct. So by Friday, I think the floor judge, Niklas, will set up the Melee event. And we will then send out an email through where you purchase the ticket, where you can find the event and go in and pre-registrate. So you more people have fixed this from the beginning, you faster we can start the tournaments.
Yeah, of course.
Usually this part is what takes the time.
Yeah, it is. And so you said 80 players is the maximum. So I guess it will be 6 or maybe 7 rounds, depending on how many players we
exactly.
And then we have a top 8 as well, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that's nice. And so on to the prizes, the things most people are interested in.
Are they? I thought people just want to play for fun.
I mean, that's. I hope a lot of people want to play for fun, but in case people are interested in prizes,
it's the cream. It's the whipped cream on the chocolate, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's always nice to get something.
Yeah.
I think it's we have a decent prize pool, or not decent. It's a really good prize pool, to be honest.
I think it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're focusing. I don't know if we should call it top heavy, but it's still prizes for the top 16. So pretty much the top 16 players will have a really good prize, and then we will have a participation booster. But if we're gonna sell all the tickets, so if like 80 tickets are sold, we will add something nice to the price structure. Maybe not to the top because it's already really nice, but I think we're thinking of then adding on something for like a participation thing, or maybe we raffle out some more things and whatnot. We will add stuff if we sell all the tickets.
That's good to know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how does the price structure? What does it look like? What do you say?
So you mean specific?
More like so people can know. They can of course go in and look at the links and on the tournament, but I can just I can go through it quite quick here because I have it in front of me. So it's a very nice prize pool. First place will get 5 displays, some different from the different sets. Also gets a carbonite booster, and of course, as the name of the tournament says, this is a Malmö Open Qualifier. So top 4 will get a ticket to the Malmö Game Week tournament, right? That's probably end of summer this year as well.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's really
so
nice.
That's a nice one as well.
So just to
So
end
5
in
displays
top
is a lot for
4,
the first place.
yeah. So
Yeah.
just end in the top 4. It's very, very nice prices.
Yeah, super nice. So 5 displays for the first place, 3 displays for the second place, and 2 for the third, and also 2 for the fourth. And then 5 to 8 gets 1 display each, and 9 to 16 gets 12 boosters. So
that's really nice.
A really good, really nice prize pool. And as you said, there will be some raffles as well, and a participation booster for everyone at least.
Exactly. And then we have the promo, the Guru promo for the 64 first players who buys a ticket. So if you really want this participation promo, the Grogo card, you should not wait if you really want the card.
Yeah, and that's always, if you know you want to come and you've arranged, just go in and buy a ticket. It's always easier for the organizers to see how many people want to play.
Exactly.
That's always when you're ready to buy a ticket. Don't wait. Just go in and buy your tickets. That's my my words. So is there a way to qualify for this tournament?
So what we did last year as just a fun thing to see if it was an interest was that I contacted all the different stores. And most of the stores had like a community person who organized the weekly play and stuff like that. And then we did a qualifier. So they held a small, medium, large tournament at the store. And the winner received a ticket to Malmö Game Week Open. So we're going to do the exact same thing this year. So we will reach out to all the stores that organize play in Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland, and offering them the same thing to host an event, tournament, weekly play, pre-release, and have it as their top prize.
Yeah, that's super nice. It's really nice of you, and it's a fun way to earn your seat in a tournament. It's always nice to win a spot in a tournament.
Exactly. But even if you're thinking of competing in this type of qualifier, I would recommend, as we only have 80 tickets. So if you want to go, buy your ticket. If you would win a qualifier ticket to the event, we of course sort out that you get your money back and someone else can buy that ticket.
Yeah, that's great. So people don't have to wait, and maybe they'll win. They can buy the ticket now, and if they win a ticket, you'll help them with a refund. You'll sort that out.
That's very smart.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yep. Super smart.
Sure.
Yep.
Will there be a way to like watch the tournament even if you're not able to come there? Like, will it be streamed or something? Do you know that already now?
Yeah, so we teamed up with our friends from the Nordic Takedown show. We're going to live stream as they try to do at all medium or larger events. So that will be on site, and we will have a table live streaming through all the day. And then we will send the finals on the stream too.
Right, that's really nice.
That's great. That's really great. They usually do a super job with the streams. So I'm confident that's going to be an amazing stream to watch as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too.
Super good. Yeah.
All right.
I guess that's about it. Let's just hope everyone wants to come and visit us down in south of Sweden. Hopefully, maybe we could get some visitors outside of the Nordics as well. That would be super fun, right?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's open for everyone, so why not just short, like short ride from Germany, maybe, or
For
if
sure.
you
Exactly.
gather a bunch of friends and take the boat or something.
Exactly. And one cool key thing that we haven't mentioned is that what's unique this time. And yes, the unique thing is that the set 4 has just released. So the pre-release is like 2 weeks before the event.
Mm-hmm.
And that means you can buy the cards 1 week prior of the event. So there shouldn't be
I think
a
actually
fixed
the pre-release is 3 weeks before, and the
3 weeks
release
before.
is 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
But that's really tight. So it's gonna be super interesting to see. It's gonna be a whole new meta to play, and
Exactly.
a lot of new decks. It's gonna be really fun to play in a tournament
will be
so
very
close to
exciting.
the release. Yeah, it's gonna be very exciting
Yeah,
to see what people can cook up in their deck pot at home.
For sure.
And I think it's important to take that with us, because even if you know that there are some top heavy players playing all these tournaments, this tournament will be so fresh. So I'm guessing that we will see a lot of new faces and probably a lot of new cool decks that are going to be tried out during this event.
Yeah, I think so too. It's gonna be.
I really hope so.
I'm of course playing in this tournament. I wouldn't miss it for the world. So,
Yeah, same.
it's gonna be super fun.
It's also a really cool, like me who is very new into the game and also into TCGs. I went to the PQ in Copenhagen, and we talked about that some episodes ago. But this is a perfect time for a new player to come in and go to a tournament and just like have a look into the world of the TCG and Star Wars Unlimited, because it's a lot of fun. It's just a super nice community. So I think this is the perfect tournament to start out. To come out from your local play group and meet other players, especially since it's so new, all the cards, and you don't know what will end up in the decks. So
exactly as we say, and the fun thing is that this is a community thing. Of course, we are going to have judges. We're going to have a main judge and a floor judge, and Matthias, who's going to be the head judge, is like I think he got like second degree in the judging program for SVU. So we have really good judges. We're going to follow all the rules that applies to organized play. But as this is made by the community, it's not the organized play. So it's a little bit more chill. And so if you haven't played a tournament before, this is the perfect place to come.
Yeah.
We are extremely friendly, and that's the number one most important thing: to be friendly, to be fresh, and have fun.
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course. It's and it's a perfect time to jump in when a new set has just released. Just everyone's new to play with a new set, so
Exactly.
it's actually easier for a new player to also jump in when
Exactly.
everyone's fresh in the new meta. So that's gonna be super interesting to see what people bring to the table.
It is a good. Sorry, Marcus, go on.
I just wanted to add my final last words would be that even if I'm like the one pulling the strings to do the stuff, I don't do everything. So thank you to you guys. I'm gonna help out during day before and everything. So we are still a community doing this together. So thank you guys for that, helping out.
Yeah, of course.
For sure. I mean, you're initiator of this.
So. And we're just happy to have a tournament close to us.
For sure.
Of course, we'll help. And we'll help as much as we can.
And also, Marcus, you have been very nice and given us a free ticket that we can give to one of our listeners, and we will, and we will do that with a raffle. So if you, as a listener, join our Discord, and in there's a channel called Raffle Malmö Open Qualifier, and if you post a question for the podcast in there, we will raffle out that free ticket. And you have until Saturday, the 15th of February, to do that, and then we will announce the winner of that in the next episode after that. So that is very nice of you.
It's super fun. So take the opportunity and join our Discord. You're gonna have quite good odds of getting a free ticket to the tournament, I guess. So why not? And we get some questions for our podcast. That's a win-win for everyone. We have more to talk about, and one lucky player gets a free ticket. That's amazing.
For sure.
And thank you guys for a really cool podcast. For even if it sounds like I'm a hardcore player, I'm not. So I think your podcast is very good for new players. I'll be listening through all the episode, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I hope to grow and get big.
Thank you. That is very nice.
Yeah, we hope so. We'll see. But thank you, and it's nice knowing that you're listening, Marcus. It's always fun. And I mean, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this tournament. We're all super excited to see how many players we're gonna get, and just can't wait until we're actually on the day of the tournament. So
of course,
just everyone go in and buy your ticket, and we will have a great day.
For sure.
So,
would we like to say something about how many tickets we sold in less than 24 hours?
Do it.
Yeah, sure.
So I checked the digits right now. So we're 14 sold tickets by now. I think that's pretty good.
In 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really
and
good.
we are more Danes than Swedish. And that's not so strange because it's so near for like people in Copenhagen to come over. But let's have more Swedes and Danes this time.
It's very much a queue for Swedes to sign up, I would say.
Exactly.
And I can say we're recording this on Monday, the 3rd of February. So this will not be released until this Sunday.
That's true.
So when you hear this, it's been almost a week since the tickets went live. So I wouldn't wait if you're interested in that Grogu and want to spot
either.
Just go get your ticket. That's the easiest way to.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark, for coming in. I very much appreciate having you here and for you doing this. It's very nice.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Yeah,
Same
you
to
too. And we'll hope you'll join us again sometime to talk about Malmö Game Week when all of that is sorted out. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, great.
Have a great evening, everyone.
All right. That was some exciting news, right, Magnus?
Yeah, very much.
Very much.
We are looking forward to that.
For sure. So, but we also last episode we talked a little bit about we were going to some showdowns. So we thought of just like to brief you a little bit on what our feelings from that was, because it's always good to keep the red thread somehow.
Of course. So we both went to the same showdown on Friday.
Yeah, Friday evening.
In Lund.
Yeah.
And that was your first showdown.
It was
in this game.
Yeah, it was.
So
I went to my PQ as the first tournament, but this was my first showdown, and it was, as you said in the last episode, it was way more casual. I recognized all but 3 people, I think, that I've seen either in our local group or in the PQ in Copenhagen, because there were some people coming for the showdown that usually not play with us around here. So that was nice. And it was 16 people, which was really good. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's really good. Super nice. Yeah.
So what did you, because you were not 100% sure what deck you were playing. So what did you end up with?
I mean, I was locked in on the leader,
Yeah,
as I
true.
said last time.
True.
Afra was my preferred leader
Yeah.
for the day, but I actually did redo my entire deck like the night before.
Perfect.
That's
You wrote me the
usually not a good idea.
you
but,
wrote me in the evening. It's like, oh, I changed my deck. It's like, okay, good omen.
Yeah, I slimmed it down. Actually, I talked a little bit about that last week, that I had 57 cards in my deck, I think.
Yeah.
I actually went down to 50 again. I had some cards that could get cards back into my deck instead, and some synergies like that. And I think that actually made in my mind the deck is better as it is now.
Yeah. So who was your first opponent?
So I got paired into some douche playing Yoda, I think.
Yeah, and that was was a good thing that you could take some card back into the deck, because I was milling you quite hard.
Yeah, so we faced in the first round. I mean, it's 16 players. Of course, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was meant to be, of course.
Meant to be.
So and I kind of expected it, but we didn't know, because we haven't played the decks against each other before, I think.
True. Not those versions.
No, but my Afra deck has quite a problem with more controller decks. Yeah. And after the first game, when you played 3 vigilance on me, we really saw where this was going.
Yeah.
So,
but I also
quite a convincing 2-0 win for you.
Yeah.
The first
but
game.
I also drew super good. I draw all 3 vigilance. I drew all 3 Lukes, and I was also lucky.
I mean, but that's what the deck did, what it was supposed to do.
Yeah,
and,
true.
And I didn't pick up on any big mistakes you did, so that was super nice as well. I think you played it very well.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't give me the chance to win the bad matchup that maybe you would have done if you hadn't played like the PQ and played a lot of games since you started playing this. So
true. I felt more comfortable.
Maybe
I felt more comfortable going into this because of I had been to the PQ, because now I kind of knew what to expect, like how to use melee and how to pair up with people and how the timer intervals and stuff works. So I felt more comfortable now, and it felt good playing against you. I know it's not a super good matchup for you, but our experience levels are quite differently. You have way more experience, so it was fun.
And I mean, it's a bad matchup for me, if you'd made a lot of mistakes, I could have probably win, but
probably
you played it like you took it, and you played in a good pace. We didn't have a problem with time, and
no,
but you didn't like rush into playing your cards.
True.
I saw sometimes you were thinking about maybe doing something else, and then you did what I didn't want you to do. So,
so that was a good.
I think you did.
Yeah.
You made the right decisions.
Good call.
Good calls. Yeah.
For sure.
But then I lost my first game. Then it was the tournament was just four rounds of Swiss, and so I already knew I wasn't going to win the tournament. I didn't expect going into the tournament to win with Afra either way, but then I faced a Django or Django actually with a red base, a very young new player. It was super fun. She was really good. Haven't played a lot, but her deck lacked some of the good cards, so it was quite hard for her to win against
she was
more stacked deck.
Was she like 13 or so?
12.
12?
She was only 12, and she played it really well. So
that's cool.
Super fun to see. She was there with her dad as well, and so that was we had two. I won that game 2-0, but it was one of the games was really close, and she did really good. I have to say, super fun games. after that, I played against another good friend. Everyone here is like
Good
friends.
friends.
Yeah. So, but he played Mace with a red base. Also interesting games. I felt like my deck had a bit of an edge on his deck, I think. So I got a win there as well. And then I faced up against an Anakin Blue in the last round, and that was really tough for me as well.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I could do much in that game, almost like against you there. So I lost 2-0 there.
But
so,
that was also the... No, it wasn't. Oh, never mind.
He didn't win, but
No,
he went 3-1. But
Yeah.
so I 2-2. I'm really happy with that result. Actually, snagged a 7th place in the tournament. So
Yeah, that's really good.
I got a top 8 gore promo.
Nice.
So that was nice.
Yep.
How did your rounds go?
Yeah, so the first match was against you, which I won 2-0, and then I had a Dooku Blue, and I won the first game or match against them, and then the second one I lost. I should have won that, but because it was a very close call. But yeah, and then we went to time, so it was a draw. And the third game was against a Cad Bane. I hate Cad Bane with my Yoda deck. It's so hard. So it was a Cad Bane Tarkin Town, and I lost the first one there too, and I won the second one, and then we went to time. So it was a draw. And then I met the same Mace as you met, Mace Red. A very interesting match. That was maybe the most fun match or game throughout the evening. It was a lot of fun. And I won the first match fairly easy. I lost the second one, and then we went to time, so a third draw. So I didn't lose any matches, but I had 1 win and 3 draws.
You went undefeated.
Undefeated. But I don't know if because I think I played my deck fairly quick. So I don't know why it went to time every time, but apparently I need to learn how to play faster. I mean,
I think that's of course. I didn't think you absolutely didn't play slow when we played. But the thing is about playing the more control-y decks that you have to play really fast to not time some games.
Yeah.
It's not always like that, but if you get into these like grindy games with you're playing a bit more control-y and you're facing up against a mid-range deck, maybe they can be really long. So both players
need to speed up a little bit.
Yeah, you need to play not just like a good pace. You need to play really fast to be able to play all the three games. So
against the Duco, when we have played 2 games, we had 3 minutes left for the third game. So it's like it was super long matches. So but I had a lot of fun. It was fun to play, and it's like it felt way more casual, and I didn't end up in the last place, which I did in the PQ, so that was good. So progress. But I was a little bit like beaten down when I came home. I know I wrote to you and I was like, I feel a little bit sad. I went to time too much, and I was like, and you were like, you are still so new to the game, and I was like, that's true. And I really, when you said that, I was like, I need to remember that. I need to, like, I do this because it's fun. I don't have any like intentions to be very good at the game and win PQs and stuff, because I just want to have fun with it and get better at it. And
I mean,
remember that
you should like recognize this to be a good result, because you won your game against me fair and square, and then you played 3 more games where you lost 1 game and won one of the games. So all those 3 games were open. You could have
for sure
easily won all, or you could have won all of your games if you weren't for the time limit.
For sure.
So
I would have won one more. I think
you're new to the game. We're a lot of players. It's a bit more casual, so maybe you're not as stressed and think about the time limit as much as you do on a PQ, maybe because there's more at stake. So
true.
I think that's a really good result for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy now. When I think about it, I'm happy with it. Not being defeated is like, it's a good result for me. So that's good.
Yeah.
But you also went to another one because the day after,
Yeah.
so the Friday evening we were there in Lund and had that store showdown, and then the day after you went away, you had a full weekend of a SWU.
I did. Super nice. We took we shared a car to Växjö and played a store showdown there at the store called Nexus. A really nice store. It's not a big store, but it's super nice, and I like really fresh store and a super nice owner who really takes care of his players. So
That's nice.
we were only 12 players on that day. So I went with a few guys that I knew before, and I've been to the store before. So I think I've seen most of the people there, I think, before. So, but it was super nice. I brought Thrawn Blue as a deck, a really controlly deck.
Really controlly, I can tell.
Yes, super controlly deck. And of course, I'm well aware of the time limit problems with the super controlly deck. And Thrawn also gives you the head problems of trying to remember what's on top of your opponent's deck all the time. And I really try to play super fast when I play a control deck. So I only won one of the games, so I went 1-3. One of the games was a draw that I conceded, of course. So I think the 3 games I lost, I could have had a chance of winning maybe 2 of them at least if I'd practiced the deck more and I did a lot of mistakes because I was stressed.
Because of the time stress
with
kind
that
of.
deck. Yeah. I like in one of the games Thrawn's ability is he can pay 1 and tap to show the top card of either decks and then he can exhaust a unit that costs equal or less as the card he reveals. And at the start of each turn you get to see what's on top of both players' decks. And in one of the games I was really stressed, so I just quickly paid 1, tapped down Thrawn and showed my card on top of my deck, and I was like, oh no, I have a 2 cost on top of mine, you have a 5 cost on top of yours. I showed the wrong card and that cost me like 6 damage from that unit right away. So, and that's how you lose games. So I mean,
for sure.
With a lot of practice, might be able to play a deck like that in a tournament, but it's really stressful to play controlling decks like that, because if you lose the first game, it's gonna be hard to be able to win 2 more games.
2 more, because of the time.
The win,
So you basically need to go 2-0 in your matches then.
You really want to win the first game at least.
For sure.
But it's always fun to play, and these showdowns for me was more of having fun than trying to win. The most surprising thing of the day was because we were only 12 people, I actually managed to snag an 8th place with my 1-3 finish, because
that's wild.
I faced a lot of the top players in the tournament. I got a second gore for my troubles.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever made the top 8 of a tournament with a 1-3. That was quite interesting.
You told me that you met some interesting leaders also. The 4 leaders you met there. It was.
So I started to lose against Sabine in the first game. Adam, who I lost on, he played Anakin Blue in the Friday tournament. He is, of course, a super good player, and Sabine is a hard matchup for Thrawn. I think if I play it perfect and draw the right cards, I most definitely can win the game. But I made some mistakes, and he played probably flawless, so he really deserved the wins there. Then I played against an Obi-Wan
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's also quite. It's almost like Yoda. It's quite a grindy matchup. So it took too long, but he actually didn't go to time. He won like in the last seconds of the time limit.
All right.
That's where I did a lot of mistakes when I was stressed. And I played an Ahsoka player. Super fun to see that deck.
Yeah.
He just like keep throwing a lot of small units onto the board, and I tried to remove them. So I won the first game, and then he won a game, and we didn't have time to play the third game. So I took a loss there. And last game I won against a Yoda deck. That's a really good. That's a really good matchup for Thrawn, I think.
Yeah.
So
I played my Yoda deck. I played my Yoda deck against your Thrawn. It's not a fun experience. It's very hard.
No, it's a hard for Yoda. Yeah.
But it's fun to see Obi-Wan and Ahsoka there. It's
so and fun. It was a very diverse meta, both on the Friday and on the Saturday. So that's super fun with the showdowns that people can take maybe more fun decks than trying to always take the best deck in the meta. Maybe
that's a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, it is.
So we had a good weekend, or you had more of a weekend than I had, but it was a good weekend.
It was
playing the game.
It was a super fun weekend, playing a lot of SWU.
Yeah,
so, that's really nice. And so now we're setting our sights for the next set, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That will be exciting and fun. But so the new set, and then we're looking forward to the tournament coming up here in Malmö that we talked about with Marcus here before.
Yeah.
We'll
wrap this up?
Yeah.
But before we leave, we always want to know the odds on this podcast. So today I have a question for you, Marcus. And this is very good to know. Things like this makes you a better player, I'd say. It's a question that's a part of the game. There is a lot of ways to calculate different odds in card games, and I guess it's always good to know what your odds are of drawing certain cards, or if you face certain decks, how big is the chance that they actually draw the card that you don't want them to draw?
Right.
But so I'm not a fan of aggro decks, as you know, and right now the big bad wolf of the meta aggro is Sabine,
your favorite.
And something you really don't want your Sabine opponent to have is a wrecker on turn 5 when he has 6 resources, because he can ECL the wrecker, do 5 damage to a unit, and attack and overwhelm, and that's really nasty.
Yeah.
So my question is, what are the odds of a player drawing one of the 3 wreckers in his deck, so that he has the wrecker to play on turn 5 when he has 6 resources?
Ooh. He could have drawn it from the beginning, and then on the first
he could have drawn it on his starting hand, or when he draws on turn 1 or turn 2, 3, and 4 and 5.
I kind of know how to do the math on that, but that takes too long.
just try to go on instinct. What do you think?
I would say it's like 3 cards out of. It's like I think the chance is pretty high though. Maybe, I don't know, 70%. I don't know. I have no clue actually.
That's not that far off, actually.
Right.
It's fortunate for us that don't play Sabine. It's not quite as high.
All right.
But it's 63.57%.
Oh, that's fairly close, though.
So quite close.
Say it again. So 63. What did you say?
0.57.
All right. That's very exact.
So you could like 2 out of 3 games, they'll have a wrecker on the turn they need to play it.
That's rough.
And even if they resource the first if they get a wrecker on their opening hand, and they resource that wrecker, there's still a 46.43% chance to draw one of the remaining two before they need to play him.
That is pretty high.
You should always expect your your opponent to have a wrecker. If your Sabine opponent hasn't used their ECL on turn 5 when he has 6 resources, you could expect he's sitting on a wrecker.
But that would be the same, kind of the same for like my Luke or something on the turn after.
Probably even higher because you have one more turn to draw the Luke.
That's interesting.
So you could expect people to have the cards they really want to have later in the game if they don't resource them.
That's interesting.
More than one.
So you can expect people to get you for what they want to do.
You can.
All right. So are we wrapping this up today? I think we are.
I think we are.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun to talk with Marcus, and so don't hesitate to go in, or don't wait to sign up for the SWU Malmö Open Qualifier. The link will be in the show notes, because as you heard, already sold, was it 14 tickets in less than 24 hours?
24.
So they will go away very quick. Also, we have this free ticket for one of you listeners, so join our Discord. The link is in the show notes, and post a question in the channel called Raffle Malmö Open Qualifier. And if you post a question there, we will take all the names there, and then we will do a raffle, and we will announce the winner in the next episode. And you have until the 15th of February to go in there and post a question to get a free ticket, or have the possibility to get a free ticket. Also, don't wait to register and buy a ticket, because if you win a ticket either from us or from one of the potential store tournaments, Marcus will fix so you get refunded on the one you have bought, because the tickets will go out fast, I think. So,
and as we said, it's always good for the organizers to know how many people are coming.
For sure. So
don't wait to buy your ticket.
So sign up, and we'll see you in Malmö at that date. But until then, we have a Discord, of course, since you are joining in there and joining the raffle. And we have, as we said, link in the description. And we also have a YouTube channel now where we upload all episodes. So please go in there and subscribe, and you can listen to the episodes there. And the link to that one is also in the show notes. And you find both of us in the Swedish Discord for the Star Wars Unlimited, and also in the international Discord. And you find us as me as Followin, and Magnus as Dragonfly. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening today, and we'll talk to you again in a week. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.